Hi, and welcome to Paper Route Scrapbooking. I'm Nadine, and today I'm going to show you how I pack for a one-day crop. Okay, so I am super excited to tell you all that I have been invited to a one-day crop again. So I have a group of friends who scrapbooks monthly together. One of my friends, Marg, lives in a condo, and she rents the party room out for us once a month, and it's usually on a Saturday, and so we go and we scrapbook at her condo. Sometimes it's from 3 p.m. to 11 p.m. and other times it's 1 p.m. to 11 p.m. depending on Marg's availability. And we haven't done that since, I think our last one would have been March of 2020. And so we are really excited to all see each other again. We've done some Zoom crops together, but of course it's just not the same thing. So I just wanted to go pop on here and show you how easy it is to pack for just one day. I know that a lot of people think, oh my gosh, that's so much packing and unpacking and a lot of work for one day of scrapbooking. But I've done this for so many years that I kind of have found a way to make it not so complicated. So here is what I do. I literally can get everything I'm taking this time around, and of course I do it differently depending on how many days I'm going or what I have ready in my craft room already and what I don't. And to be honest, I don't have a ton of stuff like prepped and ready to go. So sometimes I'll have started layouts or started putting together page kits or whatever. And I do have some of that kind of sort of ready, but a lot of it I want to do on film. So what I decided to do this time, I can pack most of my stuff into here, and then I have like a tool tote that I'll show you next. Okay, so what I decided to do first is to grab some kits to work with. So I have this, here, let's do one at a time so it's not so visually distracting. I have this scrapbooking workshop from Close to My Heart that I got last fall, 2020, and I only did this one page. So this I bought in anticipation of the Great Canadian Scrapbook Carnival did an online version on a Facebook page last year, and you could pre-purchase some of the kits from some of their presenters. And so this was one of the kits, and we only did the first page together. So I still have 1, 2, 3, and I think there's another. Oh yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more pages to go. So it's 3 double page projects. I won't necessarily use them all as 2-page layouts, maybe one, or, I don't know. So I have some photos from Christmas of 2020, and I'm not gonna go through and pick out which photos I want to scrapbook. I'll save that for later. I'm just gonna tuck them in here, and that's gonna be my first project that I'm taking with me. So even if it took me an hour a page, let's say, I still am looking at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hours. So that's half the crop time. And that's, of course, I don't do my journaling there because I'm too busy chit-chatting. And because I'm busy chit-chatting, I might not get a page done in an hour. So it's just a guesstimation for me. If I say I'm going for this many hours, I want 1 page for every hour. It's just a guess. And sometimes I can get that much done and sometimes I can't. And I really don't care how much I accomplish. It's more about socializing for me. And of course, scrapbooking and sharing a love of a hobby with like-minded people. This one I also had, and it was the attendee kit from the Crop and Create in 2018. And I think I never did it because it didn't come with the alphabet. So on here it says, the Bright Life thickers, and then you can see like there's stickers on the pages, but I didn't have any in my kit. So I think it just got overlooked when they were packing or whatever. And so I don't worry about that kind of stuff, but I think that's why I never did the layouts right away. And so it just kind of sat for a while. So I got these at a garage sale. They're glitter thickers, and I only paid $1 for each pack. And that's what I'm going to tuck in here with that. And then I have some pictures. What did I put? Of my little granddaughter. And so this is just a bunch of her photos. And so they're going to go in here too. And that is that. I'm not going to go through and painstakingly choose a photo. I think that's just good enough. And then in case, oh, and that, by the way, is 3 pages worth of layouts. Just so we are keeping track here of how I kind of estimate what I'm going to get done. So it's a 2-page here and a 1-page here, and then it has some cards as well. Okay, so I feel like that would take, you know, 2, 3, 4 more hours. So 4 plus 5 is 9. I'm guessing I'll be there between 9 and 10 hours depending on how I'm feeling. Of course, if I get tired, I just pack up and go home. But in case I get bored of that, or I feel like it's not inspiring me for some reason, or I just don't have the mindset to be creative, I will bring 2 Paper Issues cut files. These are free. I will link their website down below. Sorry for the glare. It's super dark right now because I don't know, it's smoggy or something. So I have some lights on. But here is the cut files I'm bringing, and then I had this paper pack on my desk because I was going to use it for a layout, and then found something I liked better. And so this has a lot of scraps in it, so I thought it would be good for backing cut files. And these 2 cut files I think would look lovely with this paper. So I'm just going to pack that as well. So all of that will go into my crop bag. And this bag I got when I bought my Quick Cuts machine many years ago. And actually my husband bought it for me, and he bought the bag with it, which was lovely. But I got rid of the machine and kept the bag because I like this bag for crops. And so I just tuck all of that in there. And then with that goes my paper trimmer, because we all need a paper trimmer. And my ATG. Okay. And that's that. So that is my main bag to go with. Now, next I have, oh, there's one more thing that goes in there. I almost forgot. So instead of bringing all my enamel dots, because they're not very travel friendly, they're in kind of an open, like photo box, I take brads instead, because I feel like I get the same effect with brads, but they're a little bit more work, but this case is very travel friendly. So this also goes into that same bag. It all just tucks in there. And I have one over the shoulder bag to carry, plus this. Okay, so this is just a travel tote, and I keep certain things in here because, like I said, I go to these things once a month. And so I like to have, if I have more than one of something, I like to have it in here. So this has a little drawer underneath. That's where we'll start. And this is just stuff that I keep in here all the time. So I have a sharpener, a pencil, and a couple of different erasers, because I tend to lose those, so I try to keep a couple in there. And then I have fussy cutting scissors and creative memory scissors. I have another set of these. I have a close to my heart set of fussy cutting scissors, and then another pair of creative memory scissors that stay on my desk. And then I have a couple of zig writers that are extras that I have these also on my desk, and a brown pen as well, and a couple of different black. Okay, and I don't know why these are in here. They don't belong there. This I keep in here because sometimes I just want to make a little tab, so I use it for tracing and then cutting it out. And that's just something I can do on the go without having to carry all of my stuff with me. And I should probably clean this bag out. It's looking a little ragged. Okay, so then here's my little pin collection from my Crop and Creates. This in here is where I put my adhesive eraser. And then I keep a date stamp over here and a little word stamp in here. This one's an Amy Tangerine. I think this one was Project Life. Yeah, Becky Higgins. So that I always have a date stamp. And to go with that, if you look on the back side here, I have my preferred inks. So I have Black Soot, Vintage Photo, and an Antique Linen. So those are the favorite ones that I use for, what do you call, like distressing the edges of my papers and stuff. And then an extra, what do you call this, block, I don't know, tool for those. And then I have just a black ink as well, in case I want to stamp a date or whatever. And these are all extras. So I have these colors in my craft room separately, and then I have a travel version that stays in the bag. Then I also have an extra mini Xyron to run things through to make stickers, and it always just stays in here. And then an extra roll. I just bought a bunch of these on Facebook Marketplace. They were super hard to find last year. I think there must have been a shipping issue. And so when I saw somebody selling a bunch of them for a lesser price on Marketplace, I just snapped them up. So they're older, but they're still sticky. I've used a couple already. So I always pack an extra adhesive in there in case I run out. And then speaking of that, here are my adhesive rolls for my ATG, and that's going to just tuck in the side here. And then my distress tool goes in the front of this pocket. I don't think there's anything in here. I don't usually put anything in there. But you know what I could put in there is my Scotch tacky glue, because I need to bring that, obviously. Oh no, it doesn't fit. That's why it doesn't go in there. I usually just put it in here with my other things. Okay, what else do I have? So I have two corner rounders. They're both on my desk right now because I haven't been going to crops, but I usually keep the Creative Memories one on my desk because I use it more often. And then this one usually stays in my travel bag. And then this is just a little box of lump and bump embellishments that I like to keep in here, because sometimes I'll open a page kit and get started on something and there's no embellishments inside. And so I like to start somewhere. So I have those. This lives in here, although I use it both in my room and when I'm on the go. And it's just a crocodile with some eyelets because I like them for when I use tags. And then I have this little toolkit that just has a bunch of little things that I don't necessarily need all of these things, but I do use the paper piercer, so that's why that stays in there. And then I have this. It is a Bow Bunny curvy ruler, and I really love it, and it makes all the different shapes of lines. Then you can trace and cut and whatever. So I like that. I keep that in there. It lives in there even when I'm not going to crops. And a little push pin pad as well, travel sized. Let's see, what else do we got? Where I put my Scotch tacky glue, I also have a stapler and a sanding block. And then I'm going to add in some, what's this called? Fun foam, in case I want to pop something up, because this roll, well, it's not too bad right now, but it's pretty big to travel with. So I just throw a couple of things of it, the fun foam in there, and that works just fine. And is that everything? I think that's everything that I take with me. So there's room for more if I feel like I need other things. There's other pockets and such to tuck into, and same within here, this bag as well. There isn't much room in the main part of this bag to carry extra things, but it does have other pockets and such on the front. So that is that. So easy peasy lemon squeezy packing for a one-day crop. And you don't have to bring the kitchen sink. You just have to bring the basics and a little project to work on. That's it. And there's no way that I will finish 9 pages and backing cut files and making cards. There's just no way. Actually, is it 9? No, 5 plus 3, 8. My math is off. 8 plus cards and backing cut files. There's no way I would finish all of that in 10 hours because I'll be busy visiting too. So anyways, if you have any questions, please leave them down below. If you have any comments, let me know. And that's it for now. Thanks so much for hanging out with me. I hope that you enjoyed my video. And if you did, please click the like button to give me a thumbs up. If you would like to see more of my videos, it would make my day to have you as a subscriber. Just click the subscribe button and be sure to hit the notification bell if you want to be notified when new videos go up. Thanks so much for watching. Bye for now.